you could always go back to it if you start improving. But yeah, I feel like if something's not working,
do something else.
Do something else.
There's like.
So kickboards, these are smaller ones. So probably the easiest way to use them is head down, so they can practice kicking to you on this. The nice thing about kickboards, if they're smaller and they can hold up here, I like this also. Both ways are fine, head down, but this allows you to talk to them and for them to look at you, and it also helps them start to develop balance. So it's going to develop the balance and core. So I use kickboards once they're kicking, obviously. If they're not really kicking right, you can do it for fun because some kids like it, and I'm all about like fine. You can do something wrong for 10 seconds if it makes your day.
Okay. When you're teaching kicking, did you already go over that with the straight legs?
I did.
Okay.
I told them I had a little thumb trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a pressure point on their leg. So smart.
Oh, can you show me?
Yeah.
Here, Preston.
Judo throw.
I believe in using tools partly just because it mixes things up.
Yeah.
And it also helps them start getting independent.
Right.
Without you.
Here, I got you.
All right. So Preston, we're gonna do that kicking thing. Mom wants to see it. So hold on to that. Yeah. So when I'm teaching kicking, I put my two thumbs below their knees on the back of their leg on their calf.
Yeah.
And I have my main hand right above their knee.
So they can't bend.
And then if they're small enough, like if they're sinking, I forgot to say this, I just grab them. Because some kids stink and not supportive completely. So I'm glad you asked me to do that because I did forget this. There's, like I said, there's so many things that just are second nature to me that I don't. And his hips were up, so I didn't even think about it.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of the kids, they stink.
They stink,
Yeah. Cool. Perfect.
So bobbing, did that answer your question good enough?
Yeah, she was 4, and she's a brat, and I know it all. I like this terrible comment. But so I was like, tell her, I'm like, okay, we're gonna just when you get on the ground, because if you see, I want you to bunny hop, or like
It's
Supergirl,
perfect. Whatever.
Supergirl bunny hop, whatever, out of the water,
Yeah.
and she gets down with it.
A lot of kids don't push at that age yet. It's not even with attitude
You're
aside.
planting the seeds right now.
It's
and they're gonna blossom.
some kids can't do it.
Yes.
And
Thank
that's
you.
okay.
That's great, James.
So
That's
what I
true.
do if
That's
they
true.
can't do it, I start jumping where they're above the water just so they can feel what it's like to jump. Because a lot of kids get down there and they're like,
Ah.
like, buddy, that wasn't jumping. So yeah, I keep them out of the water and I jump. You could even, for fun, you could even get out here with them and do like jumps and then do them back in the water and then try them underwater. Yeah,
I'm gonna do that.
it's not, that's not a weird thing. There's too much stimulation, I think, and they're confused and they don't know how to jump. And they've just learned how to jump probably. Some of them haven't. I've had 4-year-olds who like, they couldn't even jump on land. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, no wonder you can't jump in the
Like, no
water.
wonder you can't jump off the bottom. But yeah, that is a very important skill because I've had kids who sink, they panic and sink, but they're in a shallow spot. I'm like, I'm not helping you. You jump back. Once they know, obviously.
So
Like,
jumping.
Jump up, get back there. And obviously, you go in at a certain point if you feel like they're not doing it.
Right.
You're watching. But sometimes you gotta, it's like, you know, a little birdie. If you keep helping, it's never gonna learn how to
Yeah.
fly. So,
I had to do that with her. She kept saying, I know everything. And so, like, okay, you know how to bob? She's like, yeah, I know. And I said,
She just says, I know. She doesn't know anything. She just says, I know.
and I let her
She learned, I know, and then that's all she learned.
that's all she learned. Yeah,
I know.
I've had those. They're very difficult. And those ones, you can try to do less teaching and like, hey, let's do this, let's do that, just because it's annoying to you. Like, if you want to fight it, more power to you. But some days I'm just like, you know what? I don't feel like playing this game. We're just gonna, hey, let's do this, and not like, I know.
Yeah.
Because you just get sick of hearing it.
Yeah.
Especially like I would do it every day, all day, and I always had at least a couple of those.
Oh, no.
It's just like.
I let her go in the water and she's And I picked her up. I was like, so you know, huh?
Well, I do that. No,
Johnny's door.
that is exactly what I do to those.
She listened to me.
Yes, there's you can't do that to every kid,
But some kids you
but
can.
there's some kids you can.
I was trying to hold off on that this time.
Just, that was smart.
It was
That
like the third
This
lesson.
is where, yes, I would
Yeah.
never do that on the first.
No.
This is where you use your intuition.
Right. She did. You
You just
That was
have
good.
to. Yeah, every kid is different. Just remember that every kid is different, and they're not going to learn the same way. They're not going to hear you the same way. So you're just trying to cover all your bases of tactile, having them feel things, trying it on their own, auditory. Yeah,
Keep it stop wobbling.
that takes time.
It's
That's
just dumb.
that's just done. That's normal.
That's like core strength.
So the more the stronger they get, you want them to wobble in the sense of that's their brains learning how to balance. They're trying to balance. So they're just learning how to balance in the water. So that's normal and that's good. That means they're developing some muscle and balance, and then you'll start seeing it less as their kick gets stronger. So until their kick's strong, that you're gonna see that wobbling. Yeah, and that's normal.
Yeah.
You just keep, I go in and help them with the kickboard every once in a while and try to get them started again, and then see if they can hold that.
Yeah.
And then noodles. This is where we can start getting independent, and you can have with a group of 4.
Cooper and Haley, can you grab a couple noodles each?
Because kids on a wall go crazy. I have a group of 5 kids. I said I never do more than.
Can you grab
they
2?
know how to swim. Most
We'll
of
get
them
2
can
each.
go like 1. But he's really tall, and he can bob in most of the pool. So it's my friends. So
Oh.
I allowed 5. And they're helping watch.
Yeah.
But because it's 5 and I can't spread myself out like that.
Yeah.
And one of them's 8. They go crazy sometimes. In a public setting, you don't really want that because it looks bad.
Yeah.
There's
But
in a private home, so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Oh yeah.
this is you guys have this. They don't have a bunch of noodles, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna tote around in my car a bunch of noodles.
No.
So, but this is what I do to control a group is once they're kind of kicking, just stick them on a noodle and arms out, and they can start learning how to breathe like that. So all the skills we talked about, they can start that with a noodle,
Okay. Like a buoy.
and that you can have all 4 going at the same time
And then
off a wall.
you can like stand back to
Yeah, and sometimes, like if they're going this way, you can go behind them and kind of just
Fix them.
You can watch 4. You just always want to make sure you can see all 4 kids at a time because kids are not smart sometimes and they do stupid stuff. They think they can swim all of a sudden, they'll drop their noodle and under they go.
Yeah.
So, and that's fine because you're watching. Nothing's going to happen if you go and pick them up. That's the most important thing is it's delayed response that we have an issue with. Sometimes they need to learn like, no, you can't swim yet. You better hold on to your noodle.
Right.
So yeah, that covers like probably as far as you would get with a group, I think,
Okay.
in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Cool.